Greetings, my fellow space smugglers. Rodamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Nexerelin, Episode 3, Smuggling. Yeah, okay, here it is. Here's the probe. Yeah, another E-burn. Sorry, ship. And automated defenses. Don't mind if I do. I am not going to bother deploying my light strike cruiser, because it requires more supplies, and I'm not going to need it, because this is not going to be a hard fight. Wait, easy fight. I hope. In before I'm wrong. And I heard that the raffle, I will tend to that in just a sec. Don't shoot me, bro! My shields are down! I'm venting! Just kidding! Not venting anymore. 8 pulse charge munitions. Now let's get over to the last berserker. All y'all, come over here. I'm too lazy to chase him forever. So that is a warning that because we're fighting in a corona of a sun, my combat readiness is tanking quick. AKA, make fight quick. Long fight bad for ship. Although this... okay. You, get the hell over here. The wolf that I deployed up here is like trying to run from them and is taking the longest, scenicest route ever. It does damage my fleet, yes. Not this individual fight is damaging the fleet, but when I'm not in a fight. When you're in a fight, like, time is paused for all intents and purposes. Ow. Alright. Now the rest of you can help me fight the berserker. Or not, because I did it myself. Okay, let's get out of the corona. So if you're ever wondering what it does, you can mouse over your current status effects right here. See the cursor? And read them. And in the corona, it reduces the combat readiness as well as ships in the corona at a steady pace. And combat readiness is replenished using supplies. So basically, it dwindles your supplies really, really quickly. And then when your ships enter the fight, if they have low combat readiness, they won't fight that effectively, so you'll have like lower flux or lower speed or lower something shields. Basically your ship is screwed. It's too damaged to fight effectively. So that's what that is. I had to go into the corona for that because like that's where the drone was, but you know, that's not always the case. All right, let's get the heck out of here because there's still somewhere in the system that probably the lurking mega fleet that wanted to jump me. And not the kind of fun way, late night at a bar. The kind of unfun way behind the bar. So if I go to Intel here and go to gates, if I can find them, gates. And then Monzo has a gate, and that's going to be a way easier way to get back to the core worlds than for me to go there the slow way. Because I am relatively out of fuel. If you take a look, I could maybe drift to Huma, which is in the core worlds, but like, I would be drifting. So yeah, I don't, because of that conquest, I only have the fuel to get back. So my current priority right now is find somewhere to park the conquest, which we determined. I didn't raffle for that, did I? Congrats! Big easy. All right. As a mobile viewer, you appreciate me reading that out loud? Well, you're welcome. This game has a pretty tiny UI anyway, so I get it. So my supplies are looking pretty good. My fuel is looking pretty bad. While I'm in this system, I'm going to see if any of these planets have ruins. Because I fulfilled the survey mission, so I got paid. I think that oh god. Ludix. Oh my lord, that is a big fleet. Hi, I don't have the money to pay you. Yeah, that's more than I could take out, I think, but I'm gonna try to fight it anyway. I mean, what else am I to do, right? Alright, everybody guard the Falcon. And let's hope I can slay with skills I have not displayed yet on stream. Sorry, Falcon, for cutting you off. Ooh, I'm getting fluxed. Yo, Falcon, don't... Homeboy, don't back up. Yeah, no, I just got dumb fired because I should have issued... What I should have done is I should have issued orders for the Falcon to not flee from me. For whatever reason, it decided to just back up because it was dumb. What? Hang on, that's just stupid. The pirate fleet that was lurking out of Braz, where I was before, engaged me immediately this time, which shouldn't even be possible. Piss off! You're not gonna catch me. I'm faster than you. Go away. Alright, so we know where the probe is this time. Or, I thought it did. It's on the other side, because it orbits. It's one of the gripes I have with the game is, like, every now and then, your AI ships just decide, nah, I don't want to fight. I'm gonna hang back and, you know, do my own thing, which makes no sense, and get you killed, ha ha ha. Some of it is just, like, I failed at individually controlling the ships and telling them what to do, and some of it is just, ships are dumb. Can be dumb. So, sorry, we'll have to fight this again. So now I'm telling them to head my way so that they don't lure the Berserker away from me, which the Brawler is absolutely not doing, as you can see. Yeah, without officers, the ship behaviors are pretty meh. Agreed. I normally wouldn't put officers in, like, a Brawler. That's a lot. It's officers you have to pay for. So sticking an officer in such an inconsequentially small ship is kind of not worth it. But I would definitely put officers in, like, the Falcon and certainly the Conquest. Okay, save. And if you're not camping this probe, loot this one too. For another Gamma Core. Like it. Looks like running a trade mission is going to be what we do next. Alright, let me update that. Find somewhere to park the Conquest and run a trade mission. What do we have here? Oh, a little mud skipper. Oh, actually, it's build reputation with a faction and trade mission, so I'll try to do both. It, like, tied up right as it closed. That's probably a pirate fleet. So I'm going to stop a little short so it don't blow me up. So we know that there's Ludic Pathers here, so instead of messing with the Ludic Pathers, I'm just going to go straight back to the core worlds. Because I haven't shown what a trade mission would look like. There's a few different types. There's like smuggle missions and like just running trades. And then also standard commodity trading too. So there's nowhere to park my ship here that is free for the conquest. I'm at a Tritac world, so I'm going to be legit trading, paying fiefs and taxes and all that. Let's go ahead and try to find somewhere to park the conquest. So the way to do this is to go out to the map here, the sector map, and just show the local maps of each sector to see if there's... Okay, so there's an inactive gate here at Mored, which is useful to know, but there's nothing that's going to help me park in that sector. Nothing there. Bangrala, nothing there. There's yet another inactive gate, though. Blue Crow? Yes. There's an abandoned station at Blue Crow. So if I head to Blue Crow, I can park my stuff and store it in this abandoned station for freebies. There's actually two abandoned stations. One at the Ludic... Oh, okay. If there's Ludic Path here, I'm going to see if there's an alternative, because I don't want to be that close to religious, zealous terrorists. If I can help it. Although I might not be able to help it. I mean, it's a random map generation, so that might be my only storage spot. There's so many inactive gates that have not yet activated. But as long as I have one gate to the core worlds, it's not important that I have a bajillion. I think... yeah, I think Blue Crow is the only one I saw. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just make do with Blue Crow. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I'm just picking the bones over dead battlegrounds here. If you were wondering, there's just a bunch of debris fields and derelict ships. And I might as well clean up. No law that says I can't. Oh, this is a pirate mule. Quadruple demodded pirate mule? No. That would not be a net benefit. A pet Yoda. Hey, buddy. The devs really like that film grain effect. A little bit. So I'm going to head up to the bezel station here. And you all are going to have to help me remember that I parked the Nanoforge, the Gamma Cores, and the Conquest at the bezel station, because I am probably not going to remember that. No, I probably will. It's the only place to park things, but still. So here, my fleet approaches abandoned station. No major station systems remain operational. So I can either transfer goods here, which is like boom, boom, my gamma cores and my nano forge done, or I can stick ships in, so store my conquest. And then when I come back, I can always take the conquest, which I need to rename again because I had to save and load because I suck. There we go. So Big Easy. So put Big Easy in there. So I can always take Big Easy at some later date, or the nano core, the nano forge, or the gamma cores. You can pay core systems money in order to store things for you, but if you can find abandoned ones, it's free. So why pay for something that you can manage to do for free? And it's safe here. No one ever takes it. So I don't have to worry about someone boosting my stuff. How much would it cost to refit that behemoth to fighting condition? Probably around $1 million. I would guess like 900,000 or so if I was to ballpark it. If you want me to check, I could check. Just so that we know for future reference. So take you out. And then fleet. If I wanted to restore, oh, cheaper than I thought. Only 518,000. I mean, it's expensive. I can't afford it, but that's actually more reasonable than I thought it would be. And then for the Falcon, it would be 138, which is also pretty more reasonable than I thought it would be. I was wrong. I'm glad I checked. All right, so let's drop that off. And I'm looking for trade missions. So run a trade mission and improve tri-rep. So in order to find trade missions, they're usually at the dockside bar. The official haranguing about pirate raids is going to offer bounty for pirate raids. And no. And then the Rakish man at the end of the bar wants to hire me to deliver something to the Ulobis system 13 light years away. And he will give me 76,000 credits. Do I smuggle for this man? So this would be a trade mission of sorts for Joseph Olympus. And you guys can vote whether I run this trade mission or not. I can decline it and always pick it back up. So sometimes you'll also get people in the tavern, in the dockside bar, offering you to purchase goods and run a formal trade mission. I just didn't find one of those. I could always keep searching for one. In the comms directory, I don't need a freelance administrator, and there's no mercenaries to hire for any of the ships that I'm currently running. But a freelance administrator is someone that can act as a governor over a world. If you hire them, this person has the ability to give industrial planning, which supplies more commodity for the governing colony. And obviously I don't have any colonies, so I don't have need for a freelance administrator. And it looks like by small margin, you guys want me to do some smuggling. Okay. I accept. So I need to make a dead drop. Deliver rad-shielded salver tripod to a certain system. Okay. Sounds good. That system, Ulobis, is where? Out here in a pirate-controlled sector. So there's a few different ways to deal with this. I should just explain. I know this isn't supposed to be a tutorial, but I'm going to tutorialize a little. There's there's a few ways to remain hidden. Smaller fleets are harder to detect. Fast fleets are hard to catch. And then there is also ways to hide your engine sort of noise. So certain mods here will increase how easy it is to detect you. And then some will actually help to shield you. So if I really wanted to run this mission, one thing that I could do, depending on the sensor profile of this pirate mule, is to just run the pirate mule out there and to essentially dock all my other ships and only go with this pirate mule, which might have the best sensor signal. So if we take a look at the question marks here, in the data here, because I know my UI is covering it a little bit, there are sensor profile and sensor strength. So here it says 60 and 60. The sensor profile is basically how easy it is for other ships to find you, more or less. So the sensor profile of a wolf is half that at 30. Of the brawler, it's 30. Of the fuel ship, it's much higher. It's 180, but some of that is because it's a compromised, damaged ship. And then of the mule, no, it's still 60. Okay. I thought it would be a little bit stealthier. All right. Well, that's good to know. So, not all of my ships need to make this run. And one of the things is I'm like right next to an abandoned station, so I could actually just drop them off. So if you're doing a lot of like survey missions, you don't need to bring your whole fleet with you, because if your whole fleet isn't going to be able to take out the average pirate, then it's just expensive, right? To run that fleet. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just run with me and Night Knave. Night Knave is a cargo and fuel ship. So me and Night Knave alone should be able to handle most of the deliveries that we need to make. And then for the excess crew that I have and fuel, I could just drop it off into this abandoned station and pick it up later. And that way I run these delivery missions more inexpensively. Big as he says, phase ships decrease my sensor profile, by the way, yeah. So like an afflictor or something like that. So if I go to the fleets and go to buy, it would be nice if they had one available for me to buy, but they don't. What about black market? No. Well, I can't show that then. Oh, here's a combat mule, pirate mule. Yet another pirate modded one. Okay, so now it's just me and Night Knave, and we are going to go bounce out to deliver. I'm not going to ask, because it's shielded, and I know not to ask that question. And because there's a gate right at Monzo, whatever it's called, let's go gate to gate jump. So I'm going to find the closest gate, which might be at Mengrela, and lay a course in. I'm glad I could show you Star Valor on Arisu, and that you've logged a good amount of time in it. So because I have a trimmed down fleet, I'm not using a lot of supplies and I'm not using a lot of fuel, which means that I just make a lot more money from these quests, as long as we don't require combat ships or storage or whatever, right? And hop up to Ulubis. And our sensor profile is much, much smaller. And that can be seen over here. So here's my profile. It's 1420. And then my range is 420. And we can lower that profile by turning off the transponder. So now the profile is a lot lower. And then we can also go dark. So now I've gone dark, and my sensor profile is 210. It's halved. And I see the target location, so I'm going to head out that way. I'm also going to save, because I'm really bad at these smuggling, delivery, dead drop missions. So I don't want to screw them up. Needless to say, turning on your transponder or doing an active sensor burst paints a giant honking locator beacon on your head. And that's not probably what you want to do. So this system, I think I was told, was controlled by pirates. I don't see any pirates at the moment, but slow and steady wins the race, right? Going into the asteroid belts also hides your sensor profile. So now it went from 210 to 52. And that hides us even further. You can collide in here and damage your ships, but that's really, really, really nice and stealth. There it is. I dropped it off. So that was a quest for pirates. But that's fine. We kind of knew that going in. So now that I'm done, I could do like sensor bursts and explore this solar system a little bit more, because there's no risk of me failing. I've already completed it. So what should the current goal be? And that will be up to you. I'm just going to poke around to see if there's anything out here. I thought I saw something. Yeah, there was something near this other sun. Or star. Oh, someone's chasing me too. It's a probe. 2 bastillions. I could probably take that, but I'm going to save first. Alright. Unfortunately, Night Knave doesn't have weapons, but I'm going to deploy him anyway as just a meat tank. He's like, dude, what am I supposed to do here? Absorb damage. That is your purpose. Oh, sorry about the friendly fire. I'm gonna tank without shields for a bit. As long as they don't dumbfire me, I should be okay. And one left. Night Knave is like, dude, this is so not cool. I'm in a firefight with no guns. And you know what? You wouldn't be wrong. Plus, I shot you. Luckily, the mule is not a unreasonably weak. It's sort of a hybrid of a combat ship and a smuggling ship. So it's not defenseless. And as you can see, it fared fine. It was maybe not the nicest thing to do to him, but he doesn't get to complain. Oh, I have an officer? When the hell did I have an officer? Cool. Well, hi. I guess you're promoted as ensign to officer. So that's very nice. I'm about to get jumped by a massive fleet. Doo-dah, doo-dah. I'm about to get jumped by a massive fleet, and I'm gonna get my butt kicked. Yep. Accept the comm request. Oh, no, they're independents. I'm gonna hand over the dead drop coordinates. I'm gonna betray the pirates. That's fine. So my independents don't like the fact that I was smuggling, but they don't blow me up, so that's good. Yeah, they shouldn't have trusted me. That's your fault, pirates. So I am over my fuel capacity by a lot, so I have to dump some fuel. And then I also leveled up, and I'll have you vote on that in just a sec. The quickest way home is for me to go to Enzamonzo, or whatever it's called, and bounce out over there. And it looks like you guys want me to search habitable planets for colonization. Okay. do some surveying. So, there's an opportunity for me to promote a junior officer who looks 60, 50? But I would need to use a story point, so I'm going to disregard this, because I can always just hire someone. Plus, I'd have to start paying that junior officer, and, well, I'm cheap. Oh, God, there's a slipstream here. And that scared me, because there's a massive, massive fleet that just came off that slipstream. Was not expecting that. Save. So my first order of business is probably to survey all of the core worlds, or at least do a preliminary survey of all the core worlds. So I'm going to head to Terminus again. Pick up a few more ships because I'm going to need more crew and cargo capacity for stuff. Oh, it wasn't this system. It was Blue Crow. Actually, you know what? This is not even closer. Let's go down to Mangrela. So I'll probably just add the... I'll add the fuel ship and the cargo ship to my fleet, but that's it. No combat ships. I don't need combat ships. Why are you pulsing me? Oh, you're like path, aren't you? Fine, pursue me, whatever. I get to blow you up, that's all that means. Yeah, you didn't expect me running away from you to just be like, guess what? It's roasty toasty time. Time to kill some Pathers. But I have no sympathy for you Pathers. You guys are terrorists. Oh, that's a dumb fire. You tried, I turned. So that glowing red thing was the... Up there's another one. And it overloaded me. Oh, they're gonna beat me up. Wow, I am overloaded for a long time because I did not have the... And I'm destroyed. I didn't have the flux capacity to take that on. I should have, Night Knave, I should have made you deal with that. Should have brought you out. So maybe I need a wolf or two. Just to get rid of those annoying patrolmen. But yeah, screw the Luds. So now that I know where I'm going, I'll go out to Terminus, pick up the ships, and then... Or no, I need to go to Mangrela. And get surveying. Want to sell the Gamma Cores? Because I want to use them. If I need a quick buck for whatever reason, I could always sell the Gamma Cores, but I'd rather hold on to them as long as I don't urgently need the money. So if I find myself without, like, supplies or fuel, I can obviously turn them over to Tritac for money and rep, but I'm not hurting for money at the moment. Take. I feel bad for the remaining 52 crew that is just sitting here on an abandoned station. At least they know that they're not going to immediately die. So they're, I don't know, is some solace in the fact that they're not endangered. But I still have to pay them. All right, I do have enough crew and heavy machinery to likely survey whatever I need to survey. I'll bring this up to an even 110. And let's get surveying. So first thing, let's go out to Weaver. It is the closest system. It's in the core. It's unsurveyed entirely. They were just scanning me, but I didn't do enough black market trades to even signal the fact that I was smuggling or anything like that. Current priority is do some surveying, and we've got Weaver here with an inactive gate, but not showing a lot of promise. I am still, question. Should I search for ruins or just potential colonies? So the difference is, if you want me to search for ruins, I have to do a visual confirmation at each non-gas giant to make sure that they don't have ruins on them, because even barren planets can have ruins. The advantage of going to ruins is it could make me a lot of money and get me a lot of blueprints and... Oh, who the hell are you? I think there's a bounty for this fleet. And they attacked me, so bring it on. Give me the bounty. And so it's definitely faster to just search system for colonies, but it's a lot more lucrative to search system for ruins. Cut it out with your little Hephaestus Hellbar. Nope, I'm gonna break your gun. Get that nonsense out of here. Alright, my wolf's gonna win. What's even left? This wolf is getting double teamed. So I believe I don't know if they removed it or not. There used to be a skill that would allow you to preliminary scan everything within the system, but I don't know if that's still a thing. Hey, Wolfie. His special ability is like a blinking thing that you just saw. That's what the wolves can do. Dodge this. Preliminary scan is still a thing? Cool. Preliminary scan only gives you sort of the habitability intel about planets. I believe you still have to go there to see if they have ruins. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's further up the leveling tree. Yeah, I won't have access to it for a bit. So I would still need to visually check. Generally speaking, and this isn't exactly true, but generally speaking, the more habitable the planet is, the more likely it is to have ruins. And I just made 51k because they jumped me. I'll take it. Don't mind that. I am over capacity. Oh, over crew capacity. Sorry, one dude's getting jettisoned. And we're going to be searching for ruins. So how should I level up? Combat, leadership, technology, or industry? So for combat, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For leadership, I have 6. For technology, I have 3. And for industry, I have 4. So the new industry that were unlocked because of the last industry that I took would give me plus dissipation per ordnance point spent on weapons, or polarized armor, which increases the maximum reduction by armor from 85 to 90%, and 50% damage reduction calculation only, and EMP damage taken reduced as well. All right. So for me to do an initial survey, all I have to do is arrive. And it has actually it's a pretty low hazard rating. This planet is worthless, but pretty low hazard rating of 150 is not ridiculously bad. And then you'll see that instead of 2 question marks, which is unsurveyed, you get 1 question mark, which is preliminary survey. I'm only going to do full surveys of planets that I think could be colonies, or planets that have ruins. I'll give you 2.5 more minutes to vote on the level up. And then a regular survey looks like this, where you get some survey class data that you can sell, and it shows you what sort of resources are on the planet. I just want to demonstrate that, but there we go. So we have the fully surveyed, which is an X, tiny little X, the half surveyed, which is the 1 question mark, and the not surveyed at all, which is the 2 question marks. So I'm pretty much just going to be doing the visual confirmation for ruins only survey, which is to say not even preliminary, just looking for the nice stuff. But I figure while I'm here, I might as well activate this gate. All right, next sector will be Mazu. A buffalo with 3D mods? Nah, I'll just take the salvage. Mazu doesn't look like it really has any planets, so it's probably going to be a bust. Yeah, it's a bust. Do a sensor burst to see if there's any like probes or whatever. What's funny is it has 3 stable locations, which would be really nice. Stable locations allows you to build stuff like nav buoys and sensors, but it has no planets, so there's no point in having stable locations. All right, so now Mazu, here as you can see, the whole solar system is searched with an X, because there was nothing there. I showed up and it was empty, so I was like, cool, that's all there is to see. That was a quick one. And then after I search the core worlds, I will pull again if you want me to continue this and to search in a specific direction, or if you want me to take on other tasks. So technology it is. Let's see. Sensors, which increases my sensor range, reduces my detected at range, increases my burn level, at which my fleet is considered to be moving slowly, gives me the high resolution sensor hull mod and the neutrino detector, which I already have. Gunnery implants, or energy weapon mastery. I'm going to do energy weapon mastery. So energy weapons deal more damage at close range based upon their firing ship's flux level. Full bonus damage at 600 range or below, no damage at 1,000 or above, and then elite gives me reduced flux generated by energy weapons, which I am going to level this up to an elite mode as well. So not only do I do more damage when I'm up close to a target, shooting my energy weapons requires less flux. So I can fire a little bit more, 10% more, without having to burn out. Kinda nice. There is a rocky metallic world here. Oh, this one has ruins. Yeah. Widespread ruins. So that, oh, hello. So we got tons and tons and tons of organics, which I can sell. They're not very expensive, but I know I got them for free, so that's kind of nice. And we also got a plasma cannon, which is really sweet too. Ruins are important because you get a lot of freebies out of them. Also, if you're if you're colonizing a planet, Ruins allows you to gain even more technology thereafter by setting up an industry on that planet to search the ruins for additional technology. It eventually runs out, but it's pretty nice. Tie-Dye, welcome. You and all your raiders, welcome. So there is no gates here. And I'm going to be, as I'm traveling around surveying for potential colonies, I'm still going to be doing sensor bursts. Just to make sure. Make sure there's no enemy fleets lurking, there's no loot sitting out there in caches or whatever. Okay, this is searched. Quick cursory search, but that's all we need. And the last core... Oh, there's 2 core worlds here. So what do I do? Do you... what to do next? If you want me to continue surveying, that would be option number 6. Or we can pick something else up. Because I'm about to have all the core worlds glanced at. I do have the location of yet another another ruin. Where was that? I think it was I think that ruin was Delta Chu? No, it wasn't Delta Chu. Enzamono? It was one of these planets out here, I forget which specifically. But I don't need to jump through hoops just for one ruin. There's no gates here. There is an ice giant, gas giant, volcanic worlds. That volcanic world is no ruins. What you're really looking for, because I never really explained this, is when you want to set up a colony, you want to find a hazard rating low. Ideally 125, maybe at most. Because your hazard rating kind of indicates how hard it is to live on that planet, and the higher your hazard rating, the harder it is to live on that planet. And the harder it is to live on the planet, the less profit you can be made by living there, because you have to spend... It's just... Yeah, it's just less habitable. So it's less profitable as a result. So, ideal worlds will be hazard rating of like 50, but they're basically... There's maybe like... 2 or 3 in the entire galaxy, and they're usually already colonized by other factions. You can take it from the other factions, but, you know, that requires a giant, expensive war. So... Oh, no, maybe it was a Pelsius. Let me go back there, because I'm not entirely sure that I fully searched Pelsius, or Pelasius, or whatever it's called. Because we, I wasn't actually on this quest where I'm surveying for colonizable worlds back then. So what you're looking for is very low hazard rating worlds. And then not only that, but ideally, you want also worlds that have some resource worth exploiting. Setting up colonies for the sake of colonies isn't worth setting up. You want those colonies to be able to produce something so that you can sell that something. Whether it's food or ore or gas, fuel, whatever. Whatever it might be. Weapons, organs. Can I win this fight? Ooh, that's a tight fight. We'll try. I didn't get to save. Combat. You follow me. So they do have, what was that, a Dominator in their fleet? Which is kind of a big ship. Or maybe it was just an Enforcer. Oh, it's just an Enforcer. So it's a destroyer like me. Man, my aim is bad. I want to get that hound out of the way. What I usually like to do is to cut down the small ships so that I can focus on the big ones. I overloaded it, but it got backed up in time. Let me try to ambush the enforcer at much risk to myself. Ow. I can't go any further. Come to me! Because otherwise I'm gonna blow up. So I have my shields purposely down, because otherwise I get flux overloaded. And unfortunately for me, this Night Nave fuel ship, or pirate smuggling ship here is just bumper boating me into the enemies. I almost have this enforcer down, which is their big ship. Ow, 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 ow. Help! Help! There we go. Overloaded it. Okay, we have a pretty good shot here. Full assault. Everybody go on the offensive. I'll vent. I'll take out the mule. The, if I have an engine left. Shields up, shields up. Oh, no, I am without engines. So that enforcer backed up and is fleeing. Come on, engines. Come on, engines. Come on, engines. I'll give you, I'll probably, Night Nave, I'll probably give you weapons because I've been feeling you in battle more and more. Bye, mule. Woo! Alright, now all they have left is, I think, that enforcer and one wolf. And I think the enforcer is going to flee. They're actually bouncing out of this fight. They're trying to retreat. And if I'm not mistaken, that's probably the bounty pirate that's on it. There's the bounty out for its destruction. Oh, this is just a little shepherd in my way. And unfortunately for me, this shepherd... Okay, the enforcer did retreat. And the shepherd slowed me down. I wasn't going to catch the enforcer anyway. Had a pretty good lead on me. The enforcer's special is they move fast. So they're able to put a lot of distance quick. Claim victory. And I am going to pursue them. Thank you, fellow Starfarer, for watching Starsector Nexerelin, which originally streamed live on Twitch, September 22nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhodamont.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhodamont.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I couldn't do it without you guys. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Starfarer.